Merry Christmas from all of us here at Six String Country. My name's Tony Baker. I'm one of the instructors here, and I'll be walking us through my arrangement of We Wish You a Merry Christmas. It's a pretty straightforward fingerstyle arrangement. It's pretty short. One of my instructors used to always say the last thing you want to do is go home for Christmas when everyone knows you've been working on the guitar and someone hands you a guitar and says play us something and you don't have anything to play. So this is one of those tunes that would work for that, short enough that you can memorize it. And you run through it 50 or 100 times and get it under your fingers to where it's in your muscle memory, and you should be able to just pull this one out. It's a great tune to fulfill that question. What have you been working on? Pull out a guitar and play this one for them. So let's look at this pickup measure and the first measure of the song. All right. For this kind of fingerstyle guitar work, your thumb is mainly going to be playing the root, and when we have these double stop riffs, harmonized double stop riffs, they'll be playing the low note there, and when we're playing like this style, your thumb is going to take care of the bass notes, and your first, second, and third finger on your right hand will be taking care of the melody that's going on. All right, so we have open G, and then just get a standard C chord under your finger. This is all tabbed out right beneath the video player. And we're going to play the A string and the B string, then the G string, and then your thumb will alternate over to the D string and the first fret of B. And then we're going to do this double stop riff, which is 3 and 3 on D and B, then 2 and 1, then open and open. And then we have an F kind of bar chord, but for this you just need the low E through the G string, and it looks like this. All right, so we start on the outside notes, the low E and the G string, and then our pointer finger hits the 3rd fret of D, and then we have thumb and second finger, then back to the D string, and then the thumb goes back down to the low E string, okay? All right, and the next measure looks like this. So we get just like a D power chord, right? Open, D string, 3rd fret of B, and 2nd fret of G. And that same one again. Now we're going to do the double stop thing. Slide up to 5. And then pick it up on the 5th fret and slide it back down to 3 real quick. Okay? Back down to 2 and 1. And then open, open. And your 3rd finger, your left hand, is going to get on this 3rd fret of low E. Then open, G string, and then this time we're going to play a D string, open, and then that G string one more time. So, all right, now the chord is in E minor, and we have this. So we just have 2nd fret of D and open high E to start, but then kind of pick it down to the B string, and then G and high E at the same time. Then 2 and 1 of G and high E, open, open. Then shift over to the D and B string, 3 and 3, 2 and 1, and this is the next measure. So that's 2 and 1, then open A, and then 2 of G, open A, then 2 open Gs. And then get on this position right here. So we have first fret of low E, then skip over to the D string. We have 3rd fret, 2nd fret, 3rd fret. Okay, and this measure looks like this. So let's get back on this position, and it's going to look like this. So we have the low E string and the G string. Then thumb's going to go to 3rd fret, and then B string, D string again. Now shift over to the G shape, open G, and we've got just the 3rd fret of A and the 1st fret of B. All right, that's the whole first kind of chorus section. So one more time, nice and slow. 1, 2. Okay, now we get to the B section, the verse, and the first couple lines look like this. All right, and the idea here is to separate the sound. Instead of arpeggiating all these chords like we have been, now we're going to be doing these kind of block chords. So we start with a G, and then we're going to do the interior 4 strings on the C chord. Just pick them all and cut them off. Pick them, cut them, then to a G. And then one more. Then an A minor to the G. Now a D over F sharp, which is 2 of low E, open D, 2nd fret of G. And back to this G, but the G string has to be the top of the melody there, so it's 3, open, open. So one more time, it looks like this. All right, now we have this. Okay, so we're on this G, and then we have the 3rd fret of B, and now we go to the standard C chord again, but now we have to do the open high E. G string, then 2 and 3 of D and B strings, open G string, and then back to 3 and 1 of the A and the B string. And then we go to the 3 and 3 of the low and high E strings, open D string, G string open, and then 2 more on there. And then to finish it out, we're going to do what we already know. Okay, so that whole ending section. Okay, let's play that whole B section one more time. 1, 2. All right, and then the last section is just a repeat of the first one until we get to the very ending, which is just kind of something I improvised. So we just play that same chorus again. And here's the improvised ending that I kind of just came up with. Optional for you. You could just end right like that. But if you like this, you could play this. So we're starting just right here on the C and the C, 3 of A, 1 of B, and we're just walking right up the scale until we get here, and then we're going to harmonize it the rest of the way. So you want to leave this B string ringing open that whole time, okay, as we're walking up. So we start on 3 of the A string, open D, 2, 3, open G, 2, and now we're going to harmonize. We got 4 and 3, 5 and 5, 7 and 6, 9 and 7, 10 and 10, 12 and 12, and 12 and 13. And then if you want, reach over with your pointer finger on your right hand, and you got to kind of hammer on this 3rd fret of A, which is the root note. So there you have it. It's all tabbed out right beneath the video player at sixstringcountry.com. Merry Christmas from the crew at Six String Country.